Hi guys! Today we're back to look at some fractions on a number line, okay? But we're going to start with our word problem first. So here, Kayla used 3 cups of flour to bake 24 muffins. How many muffins can Kayla bake with 4 cups of flour? So go ahead and pause, do your work, and go ahead and press play whenever you're ready to check your work. You should have an answer with how many muffins Kayla can bake with 4 cups of flour. This is what my work looks like, but it could look different for you, okay? But she can bake 32 muffins with 4 cups of flour. I used groups down here, equal groups, but you could have definitely used a different strategy. That's okay. Today we're going to look at fractions on a number line, so I want you to go ahead and pause this video, go to that lesson 27 link number 1, okay? This is a video about fractions on a number line. When you're done watching that, I want you to come back and we're going to do some fractions on a number line. We're going to place them on a number line together. So watch that and then come right back to me. Hopefully you've watched that link number 1. If you haven't, go back and watch link number 1 and then we're going to look at some fractions. So take a look at this fraction together. So I notice here that I have a fraction, well, we're trying to place that fraction on a number line. Okay, so I have a 0 here and a 1 here. And I have some gaps here, some spaces, okay? And so I have to figure out what this arrow right here, what's that fraction? So my numerator is my total spaces, my total parts, okay? And so on this number line, we have to figure out how many parts we have, total parts. So here's 1 part, here's 2 parts, here's 3, here's 4, and here's 5. Okay, so my denominator is going to be 5. Now my numerator, I have to figure out, okay, where am I at so far? So how many would be shaded? And oftentimes I talk about, well, if I was right here, if I placed a dot right here, I could shade everything before it. So I could shade right here, and I could shade this spot right here. So if I shaded both of those, how many would be shaded? 2 of them would be shaded. So my numerator would be 2. So this fraction would be 2 fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one should be 2 fifths. Instead of 6, it would be 2 fifths, okay? I made a mistake here, I apologize. So 2 fifths instead of 6 here, okay? Because there's 5 parts. So 1 part, 2 part, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, so this would be 2 fifths. Take a look at this one. So see how many parts we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so think about where that 8 would go. And then consider what our numerator is. How am I going to know what number goes on the top of my fraction? Where's my arrow pointing at? Hopefully you figured out that this fraction will be 6/8. Okay, so we figured out total parts would be 8. So our denominator is 8. And then you counted over 6. 6 parts would be shaded. If our dot was here, you could shade everything before that. So 6 parts would be shaded. So 6/8 is that fraction. Okay, you're going to try this one on your own. You can go ahead and pause this to work this one out. When you're ready, you can go ahead and press play to check your work on this one. I hope you guys are having a great day, and you can check your work when you're done on this one.